Hey, Risa here, and today is day 2. So today we're talking about what program are you committing to for the extent of our challenge. So in the comments, you're going to tell us what program you are committing to, and a couple things to know about your program. Personal trainers have made these programs, and they've tested them out on hundreds of people. And with the 21-day fix, there's thousands of before and afters, thousands of women that have had success with it. So the way to have success is to stick to your program as closely as you possibly can. Know that there is a schedule, so you're not randomly deciding which workout you're doing. There's a schedule that tells you exactly what to do every single day. The more you follow that, so you do the 30 minutes every day, you don't just decide, well, today I'm going to go for a walk. Today I'm going to walk on the treadmill. You actually do the program, the better your results are going to be. That said, you need to keep in mind that in 21 days, you're not going to lose 50 pounds. So what should you expect? What's reasonable? On average, my women usually lose 7.5 to 10 inches in the 21 days. Some of them lose like 10 pounds. Some of them don't really lose hardly any pounds, but they lose inches. So the next thing to keep in mind is that pounds is just a number. The number on the scale is just something we've been conditioned to think is really important, and it's really not. If I weighed 150 pounds and I looked the way I do, I was toned, I felt good in my pants, they weren't strangling me, that would be fine with me. I don't really care how much I weigh. It's all about how I feel and look. So that's what it needs to be about. Inches lost equals fat lost. I'll probably repeat that a lot because I want you to get that into your head. So roam around during the day and tell yourself that a few times, or write that down on your little goals sheet. If you haven't set your goals, definitely set your goals, write them out and put them on the refrigerator, and write them as if they've already happened. So write down, I am 10 inches lighter, or 10 inches less, or whatever, or I have lost 10 inches in the past 21 days. Whatever your goal is for you, I have gained muscle, I've gone down a pant size, my pants aren't strangling me anymore, whatever. Write it down and put it on your mirror, your fridge, because when we see it, it helps us get there faster. So that's the first thing that you're going to tell us in the comments, is what program are you committing to. Also know that there are ladies in this group that probably have already done your program. So definitely reach out to them if you have questions. And I should say ladies and guys, because we're a mixed group. The second thing I want to talk to you about really quickly is nutrition. Nutrition is really important, and what I want you to think about is it matters what you put in your body. So I'm not talking about like every now and then how you might eat something bad, but for the majority of the time consistently, like 80-20, that's a good place to start. It matters what goes in here, because what you put in yourself, that becomes you, okay? It becomes your bones and your flesh and your blood, and it becomes you. And you are accumulation of everything that you're putting in there. So if you keep putting in junk and processed stuff, that's what you're becoming, okay? And that means that your body is going to start to kind of slow down and not function as well. I got this book called The Thyroid Connection, not because I have thyroid issues that I know of, but I have lots of women who do have thyroid issues, and I kind of want to learn more about it. But it's really interesting, and in the book she talks about, which I talk about a lot too, because of all the research I've done, is that our food isn't as nutritious as we think it is. So a lot of people think, well, if I just eat really healthy, then I should be able to get all the nutrition that I need. But that's just not true, because the apple that you're eating is not as nutritious as it was 25 or 30 years ago. That's why we kind of need to supplement. And seriously, can you boost your immune too much? I'm not really sure that you can. Can you get like too many superfoods? We need stuff to help our bodies thrive. So I want you to think about that. So on that note, I just want to put in my 2 cents about shakeology. I know some people are not doing it, and that's okay, but here's my take on it. Since I really can't eat, and I eat really healthy, and I'm still not necessarily getting all the nutrition I need, this is helping me get extra nutrition because it's packed with great stuff. And I know for a lot of people it does seem like it's really expensive, because when you look at the monthly cost, it seems like, oh my gosh, that's so much. But when you break it down, divide that by 30 meals, it's $4 a day about. I think $4.66 with tax and shipping if you buy retail, not the Coach price, which you can get if you're interested. But $4 a day, that's the price of a Starbucks coffee that has no nutritional value in it, okay, has nothing. And if you're buying a foofy one, then it has lots of sugar in it, which definitely is not helping your body. This has pro and prebiotics. So prebiotics are the good bacteria that help your digestive system. And the prebiotics, I hope I said that right, the pro are the good bacteria. The prebiotics feed the probiotics, so feed that bacteria. It's the food for the bacteria. And it's really important to get your gut health right, because that affects your overall health. There's a lot of new research coming out on this topic, and I'm actually listening to another book all about that. So this is going to help with that, because it's like eating 5 salads. So the good thing about this is, like, you know, there are some days that I didn't eat everything I should have eaten. At least I had my shakeology, because at least I had some good nutrition in there. So do think about that. It also would give you energy. Most of my women, it helps them lose those cravings for the bad stuff, and it does perk them up because your body is truly getting fed. So that's really important. Things that you'll notice is, as you go through your journey, the better you eat, the more energy you'll have, just the better you will feel. And then when you eat crappy, you're going to notice, I don't feel good. And hopefully that'll move you back to the good food. That's what it does to me, because I do not always eat great. Sometimes I have pizza. On Friday night, I had a little bitty bag of Cheetos. Yes, I love Cheetos. And I know they're horrible for me. I know all the bad stuff that's in it. But again, you know, 90% of the time, usually 95, I eat really healthy. So every now and then I kind of go crazy and have something I shouldn't have. But those are some things to think about. Okay, back to what you're commenting on. Number 1, you're going to tell us what program you're doing. Number 2, if you're doing Shakeology, tell us which flavor you're doing and what meal you're replacing with Shakeology. And it can be any meal. It doesn't matter. It can be breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack. Sometimes you can even have it for dessert. That's what we do. If you're not doing Shakeology, tell us what you have for breakfast. So give us an idea of a typical breakfast. If you're struggling, like, what should I eat for breakfast? Is pancakes okay? The best thing to really have is a protein and vegetables and healthy fat. Healthy fat is coconut oil, olive oil, avocados, any of those. Fat will not make you fat if you eat it in the right amounts. And fat is good for your brain and for your whole body. So we'll be talking more about that if I get a chance to. But in the comments, what workout are you committing to, and what's for breakfast, or what's your Shakeology flavor of the day? Hope you're doing great.